Claude Certified Architect Certification. Everything you need to know before you start. Most people think the Claude Certified Architect Certification is about writing better prompts. But that's actually not what the exam focuses on. This certification is designed to test whether you understand how production AI systems are built. You'll be tested on tool design, error handling, multi-agent systems, context management, MCP, and retrieval architectures. In this playlist, we'll break down every major topic and exam pattern, step by step. So if you're preparing for the certification, or simply want to learn how modern AI systems are designed, you're in the right place. Now let's start with a simple question. What exactly is the Claude Certified Architect exam? The Claude Certified Architect exam is an architecture-focused certification from Anthropic. Instead of asking, "Can you write a clever prompt?" the exam asks questions like, how should AI tools return information? How should an agent handle failures? When should a task be escalated to a human? How should multiple agents collaborate? And how should context be managed across long conversations? These are the same challenges that teams face when building real-world AI applications. The goal of the certification is to evaluate whether you can design reliable, scalable, and production-ready AI systems. Now here's what makes this exam different. Most AI courses focus heavily on prompting. This exam takes a completely different approach. Imagine you're building a customer support assistant. A customer requests a refund. The assistant checks the order, verifies eligibility, processes the refund, and handles errors if something goes wrong. The exam isn't interested in how fancy your prompt is. Instead, it wants to know things like, should the refund tool return JSON or plain text? What happens if the refund service times out? Should the system retry automatically? How should information be passed to a human agent if escalation becomes necessary? These are architecture questions, not prompt engineering questions. To succeed in this certification, there are 6 major topics you need to understand. Tool design, error handling, multi-agent systems, context management, RAG systems, and MCP. We'll cover each of these topics in detail throughout this playlist. We'll also solve real certification-style scenarios and analyze why certain answers are correct. Now, if there's one idea you remember from this entire video, make it this: structured systems beat clever prompts. Let me say that again. Structured systems beat clever prompts. Throughout the certification, you'll repeatedly see questions where the correct answer is to use structured state, structured outputs, structured error handling, or structured orchestration. When choosing between a prompt-based solution and a system design solution, the system design approach is usually the correct answer. Before you schedule the exam, there's one important thing you should know. The Claude Certified Architect Certification exam is proctored. And if you don't pass on your first attempt, you'll need to wait 6 months before you can take the exam again. So don't rush it. Work through the concepts. Understand the architecture patterns. Practice the scenario-based questions. And attempt the certification only when you're genuinely confident in your preparation. A little extra preparation today can save you 6 months of waiting later. In the next video, we'll start with one of the most important concepts in the entire certification: Why do production AI systems prefer structured JSON outputs instead of free-form text? It sounds simple, but this single concept appears again and again throughout the exam. We'll look at real scenarios, real certification style questions, and the architectural thinking behind the correct answers. If you want to understand how modern AI systems are actually built, not just how to use them, subscribe to AI Neurons. And I'll see you in the next lesson.